Hey, what's going on, Cancers? Butch here. I'm going to do your October read from now to the end of October. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I got a new deck. I've actually been super pumped about this one because I've been waiting for it for a while. It's called the Runic Tarot. It's by the same people that make Heaven and Earth Tarot. I've been checking it out today. The artwork is amazing. Leave in the comments what you think. And what deck, if you feel like it, leave what kind of deck you like. I have a huge collection, but maybe I'll see one I don't have yet, and I'll have to get it. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is coming in? What is going on for Cancers for October 2023? What is going on for Cancers? All right, Cancers. The first thing I see, Cancers, I feel like there is someone already in your life. I feel like there's definitely something going on with this person. I feel like this person is hiding things from you. They're not being truthful with you. And I feel like you know that. I feel like this is what your intuition's already telling you. But I feel like you thought this was your person. I feel like you thought this was your soulmate. This is the person that will be beside you through life. And I feel like the connection you feel to this person, I don't feel like they were ever really honest with you. Like I said, they're hiding their true intentions. I feel like this person told you what you wanted to hear to get what they wanted. Like I said, I feel like a lot of late nights and a lot of anxiety happening for you. Because I feel like your intuition is telling you something that you don't want to hear. And the thing is with intuition, it'll always tell you what you need to hear, but it won't always tell you what you want to hear. They can be two very different things. And I feel like it's getting harder and harder not to see the negatives here. See what you're losing. Now with this person, I also feel like this person is very guarded. They don't let you see the real them. They show you what they want you to see, and that's it. Everything else is hidden behind their walls with that Eight of Swords. Now, with this, I can see you fighting for this and fighting not to walk away, but I feel like this is telling me that the love is gone. What you wanted from this person, if it was ever there, it's not there anymore. They're not going to give you what you want. I feel like they've already kind of mentally checked out, even so much as emotionally checked out. And now it's just kind of leading you on because they need you for their own purposes. But I do see a tower moment coming. Now I know that a lot of people see this and they think that's terrifying. But there's a huge but here. This is not the worst thing. This is actually a really good thing. People think of the tower card, that chaos, things falling apart, destruction, all that thing. But in order to build something new, we have to break down the stuff that doesn't work. If you're going to build a new house, say you have a house and it's kind of falling apart and you want a new house, you got to tear it down in order to build a new one. And that's what I see here. What you've been wanting is closer than you think. But it's not from who you think. I see someone else. This person starts off more of a friend. And I feel like through this time of transition, this person is going to become more and more of an important person in your life. You're going to feel a very strong bond with this person, helping you pick up the pieces. And the importance of this person becomes more and more clear. This person is nurturing. This person is honest. We have the Star card, very nurturing energy. This person nurtures what's in front of them. They see you and they see something that they've never seen before. They see something in you. They feel something when they're around you. And I feel like they're going to be very honest with you. And I feel like that helps the bond, that it is going to help this grow. It's almost like watering a plant. It starts off kind of not really, you don't really see it in the beginning. You don't really see what's about to happen, but it is there. And it's built on trust. And that's going to be one of the important things of this read that I really want you to know. This is someone that you can trust with that Knight of Pentacles. It is slow and steady energy. This person shows up when you need someone, and they continue to be there for you. This person is earning your trust. Sorry. This person is when someone comes in your darkest moments, you really, sometimes we don't see the magnitude of that right away. But I feel like very quickly we start to see that. Like I said, I see a lot of big changes coming for you, new opportunities. And one of the new opportunities that's coming towards you is having someone that truly cares about you. Having someone that truly, thinks about you when you're not around. Someone that actually really gives a lot of thought to you. And like I said, with that tower, I see a huge transformation coming in your life. And this person plays a big role in that. With that death card, the tower card is not scary. Really, to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of people misunderstand that card. And sometimes it can be a transition more than destruction. Now with this new person, this is someone that thinks about you when you're not around, like I said. Someone that actually genuinely cares. Now, one of the things that this person brings to the table that's very different is I feel like this person is emotionally, mature. I feel like this person knows what they want. This person is, like I said, we also have the King of Swords. So a very authoritative figure. Someone emotionally mature. Someone mentally mature. Someone that can handle a real relationship, which I feel like that past person really didn't live up to the expectations. I feel like they played a good game, but it's not about games here. This is real life. That person didn't nurture who you really were. That person didn't appreciate who you really were. And like I said, with this new person, there is that, I do feel a very strong bond with you and this person. And not only with those big changes coming, like I said, with that Six of Swords, a lot of big changes coming, but a lot of necessary changes. The world is different when we have someone beside us that genuinely cares about us, that authentically wonders what we're doing, authentically worries about us when we need someone. And I feel like not only the changes in your outside world, but also inside you, I see a lot of changes. I see a lot of clarity. I see a lot of really figuring out yourself. I feel like sometimes we do so much for other people that we kind of forget about ourselves. We kind of help other people. When we're helping, we're giving to their cups and we're emptying our cups to do that. What I feel like this person brings a huge amount of clarity. A lot of, bringing out the good side of you that, what that right person can do. Having the right person beside us can make things a lot clearer. We're not so focused on them or making something work that really doesn't. Now with this person, like I said, the connection between you and them isn't as clear in the very beginning. It starts off more like I said, in a friendship, but I feel like it becomes more and more clear. You thought that past person was your soulmate, but what I see is this new person's your soulmate. This is the person you were meant to be with. This is the person, I see a strong foundation. I see a deep connection. And not only that, but I see a lot of forward movement and new stability with that Chariot, that Cancer energy. And then we have that Ace of Pentacles, new stability coming from this. And I do see you getting everything that you dreamed about. Everything that you fantasized about is coming true. Sometimes we're with the wrong person for they played a role in our life. And I don't really live too much in regret. I try not to think about the things I regret because I feel like it takes away from the focus of what we're at. I do see you getting everything you wanted from this person. The thing is, I feel like you were ready. With that past person, I feel like you were ready for your forever person. You're ready for your soulmate. Sometimes we kind of want it so bad that we kind of overlook a lot of red flags. And I feel like with that past person, there was a lot. But I feel like we overlooked it because we were ready. But being with the right person, it's when you're both ready. Now with this new person, like I said, a strong foundation, a lifelong bond. And then we have the Strength card as well. So like I said, this is someone that you can trust. This is someone that's going to be loyal to you. This is someone that's going to bring a lot of great new changes into your life. They're going to help you get to the place that you were meant to be. And they're going to be there with you along the way. And I feel like one of the major changes that we really see is not feeling overwhelmed anymore. I feel like when we're with the wrong person, we try so hard to make them the right person, we get overwhelmed. Like I said, with that Nine of Swords, that late night, that anxiety. Um, I've discussed this before. I feel like when you're in the wrong situation, a lot of times anxiety slips in. Worrying, um, and what that is for a lot of people. Not all people with anxiety. I'm not going to pigeonhole it to everybody. Not everybody's not in the same box, but a lot of people I realized with anxiety, it's kind of like a warning sign. It's like telling you you're not in the right place. And I feel like when you get to the place where you start listening to that inner voice, the place, that anxiety starts to lift off. When you start living the life you were meant to live, when you start being surrounded by the people you were meant to be surrounded by. A lot of times that's all it is. Those sleepless nights, that anxiety, that's weighing you down, that, it can even cause depression. Because inside you, sometimes even deep down in your subconscious, you're not in the right place. This person may not care about you. But sometimes we don't want to believe it. Now with this past person, I'm getting a lot of air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's some water as well, some Pisces, some Scorpio. Now with this new person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We have Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I've told the story before. I'm not sure if I know I didn't tell very often, but I know I did tell it. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But years ago, I used to work in the oil rigs in Western Canada. I did that for years, working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I used to wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. It went on for a while, and then I finally went to see somebody, and they told me that it was anxiety, panic attacks. Now, I knew in my heart of hearts that it wasn't for me. I knew I didn't like the job. I knew I didn't, it was stressing me out. I just had my first son. I didn't get to see him much. When he was about 6 months old, I decided to quit, move to something else, something that I enjoyed to do. So I did that, and I noticed, like, even when I went to see somebody with anxiety and panic attacks, they told me they could give me prescription, but I'm not one that takes. I don't like taking any kind of chemical. So I ignored it, and the panic attacks happened. I woke up gasping for air a lot. And then when I finally quit, it never happened anymore. And I knew right then what the problem was. It's... The mind is a powerful, powerful thing. And even though I knew I didn't like this job, even though I didn't want to do it anymore, even though I wanted to spend more time seeing my son, I ignored all those signs. And finally it gave me a wake-up call with the anxiety and the panic attacks. And like I said, I'd never had it again. Well, I've never had it after that. I didn't have it. Years later, something else happened, and it happened again. But I knew how to control it better then. I knew that something wasn't right, that I had to fix it. We're more powerful than we think. We just have to realize what the problem is. But the relevance to this story, it's like I said, sometimes we're in a situation we're not supposed to be in, and the more we ignore it, it's like the metaphor I like to use is like an alarm clock. My alarm clock, it goes off, and if I press snooze, in 5-10 minutes when it comes back on again, it's a different sound and it's louder. And I feel like, in a way, that's what anxiety is. It's like you've ignored all the signs, you've ignored it, so now we're going to come at you differently and stronger. Now, that's just my thought. I'm not a doctor, but I've helped a lot of people with my story. Some friends of mine, one of my friends was with this girl, and he was getting anxiety all the time. He felt like she wasn't being faithful to him. But they had a kid together. He was staying with it, and I told him that, and then he said, "I think I gotta leave her. I think I gotta do it." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but if you think," and he told me a couple months after he broke up with her, got his own place, everything, started getting everything back together. He told me, "I don't deal with it no more. I haven't dealt with it since." And I've had other people with different stories with the same results. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but when things make sense, they make sense. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.